All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want every single investor to be aware that I have a ticker symbol that we talked about 2 weeks ago to retouch base on. We're going to look over its chart, and a lot of subscribers and viewers may have overlooked it because sometimes you guys are just looking through the charts, don't have time to see the rest of it, and I don't want anyone to overlook or miss out on this ticker symbol. Now, there's been a lot of new subscribers as well, so it's been 2 weeks since then, and I want every single viewer and investor to be aware of this because there's a lot of potential in this sector and for this company itself moving forward. And when we look at the chart's been going upwards, and it's been going upward for months, and it's been going upwards in just 2 weeks. So I can imagine how much more potential this has, especially for its market capitalization being so small and a growing company. So the room is pretty high, right? There's a lot of potential there. So I definitely encourage you guys to do further due diligence, but stay tuned till the end so you guys can be enlightened on which ticker symbol it is. And if you guys already saw it in the previous videos, I look forward to seeing your guys' comments and thoughts on that one, and what you guys thought about it when I talked about it, and how do you feel about it now. So stay tuned. So OCGN, Ocugen Inc. What a run, okay? This did not happen out of the air or news again. This is compounding now because this is slightly some news with yesterday's confirmation leading up to, obviously, the day before's confirmation. Basically, this whole week has been confirmation for Ocugen to keep running up. So this is a compounding effect. But what's making it even more of a compound is this, that a investor and viewer went ahead and shared with me. So everyone, I definitely recommend doing your due diligence and research. So try to look for these different sources, and even if you find others, because I've been seeing a lot of investors talking about it in the comment section. I did my own due diligence and research, and I found a few different sources that are saying, Ocugen has been upgraded. Now, for the person that went ahead, investor and viewer, that shared this with me, I want to say thank you through Twitter. And that's what I like about it. You can kind of pass information pretty quickly and show screenshots and kind of, share it with others. So I want to say thank you to you. If you see this, I just want you to know that I don't really like to step on anybody's toes. I don't know how people feel comfortable about their names and usernames being, publicly shown. So I just want you to know that I say thank you personally to you for sharing this a few hours right after I did my video yesterday. And I loved how you said, better get your Ocugen charts back out, like telling me, hey, you got to redo that video because I want everybody to know this. And this started to come out yesterday towards the afternoon, and then more information on this is being all over the place stated today. So we're already seeing the effects on the chart, and one of them has been upgraded to $4 and the other one to $8. So for us as investors, what could that mean to us? Well, if analysis ratings are being upgraded, there's a high chance that Ocugen, obviously we already know, is the US market distributor. They need to go through FDA approval. If analysis ratings are being upgraded to that extent and that boldness, right, from $1 to $4, from $1 to $8, there's room here, and the FDA approval might be almost guaranteed. Now, I'm not saying it is, but for these analysis ratings to be this bold, someone knows something, or there's a high chance because of how well Covaxin is made, how well it's doing, and what are the positive outcomes going on in India are going to be the biggest indicators on why this is having a big potential out here in the US market, and who knows what other markets around the world Covaxin can go ahead and expand to, which in turn will benefit Ocugen, because any good news on Covaxin overall is directly and indirectly affecting this chart. So right now, that is some great stuff that's been talked about yesterday. I didn't have time to go ahead and reiterate any of that information, but we can see it already in the charts how quickly this came right back up, and investor sentiment is bullish, right? We're not too far from $4. If this breaks through $4, analysis ratings are even rating it higher. And if you guys find any other analysis ratings, you can go ahead, tweet me on Twitter. You can find the link down below to my profile, or you can comment down below any of the articles. So thank you to the investor and viewer that took the time to do that. I encourage that. I just want everybody to know that I don't show any usernames or anything, like I said, because I don't know how people feel about that, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes. But I'm really thankful, again, for the community that we've built and the communication that we're having. And I appreciate that from everyone, especially even in the comments section. So here we are. 323 is the current price. The 50-day moving average, 302. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. Now, if this breaks through support, we have one more support, which is the lowest point in the day of a bearish candlestick, which is 306. We can use that as some guidance to see how quickly this is moving lower, and if the bulls are trying to reappear before it reaches, obviously, down here at 302. But the first support level is 318. If that gets broken through, there's a small window between support and the 50-day moving average to see how things are reacting and if the bulls are trying to reappear, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. Because the 50-day moving average is catching up quickly to the price, and we really want to pay close attention to how this is going to react moving forward, because it's really close to tug-of-war zone if it breaks through support. Okay, I want every single investor to be aware of that. Now, the highest point reached in the day was 368, and the highest that we recently saw it reach back in February 2nd, earlier this week, was 373. So these are 2 points that are very important to break through in the near term, but the second highest point of today's reaction early on the day is right here at our resistance level of 339. So that needs to be broken through by the bulls. I want every single investor to be aware of this. My emphasis on this is the bulls need to break through 339, turn it into a support, pull away from it to reach newer highs, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average in the upward direction. So I want every single investor to be aware that 339 needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can continue this upward momentum. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on this one. I know a lot of people were giving out and giving up as this was going lower and lower, and some people were loading up on shares because they were bullish. Some people were shaving off positions, and some were holding on strong. And I look forward to seeing your guys' reaction to where we're at now and how much closer things are going for this stock into the right trajectory and that bullish run for FDA approval. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts and the likelihood on how you feel that this FDA approval may happen, especially with these analysis ratings being so bold. I look forward to seeing all of that as well down below in the comments. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a new ticker symbol for every single viewer that first time coming across this channel, or even subscribers that may have missed it 2 weeks ago, for everyone to not miss. And if you have watched it, you guys really want to see what's going on in the chart and the potential moving forward. So stay tuned for this ticker symbol that you want to add to your watch list or keep on your watch list if you already have it from the 2 weeks ago that we talked about it. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is one that we touched base on previously a couple weeks ago. We're going to look at its chart and how it's been reacting, and also reiterate some information because there's been a lot of new subscribers that have probably missed this, and also viewers and subscribers that may have overlooked it, just trying to get all the information on obviously the charts that they were looking for, and they didn't have time to stay towards the end. I highly suggest, if you're coming across this part of the video today and it's your first time, or you do it sometimes but not frequently enough, because I do it every single day, I suggest staying till the end because there's a lot of information you won't want to miss. Now, yesterday's was a little bit longer than usual. I was trying to talk about different advice and different things on how I use charts and different parts of a stock to make a decision on why it might be something you want to add to your watch list. But the ticker symbol we're about to talk about is CLNE, Clean Energy Fuels Corporation. Now, this stock has so much room moving forward. We've talked about it. I mean, it's been growing. We've talked about the healthy consolidation. That's what each of these circles are. Obviously, the volatility of the market will always exist, but it's had its periods of consolidating and going to newer highs. And now we saw it kind of dip, right? After hitting a new high, we talked about it right here. I had circled here and I said, okay, we want to watch this if it's going to pull down, any lower, closer to $8, maybe $7, and then pull right back up. Well, that wasn't the case. It ran up right after, hit new highs, pulled back down, right, to around $10, and now we just ran back up again. So this is actually having trouble staying above $12 and staying around the $11 range, and then it falls back to 10 because we could see how it's been there since the beginning of January almost, right? And towards the end, starting February, it was back around the $10 mark. So it's been hanging around 10 and some change to 11 and some change. Now, it's back up, it hit new highs, and we want to see this consolidate up here so that this can start to have some effect of staying and holding itself up above $12, and then it can break out to newer highs and new resistance levels for the next catalyst or good news. But when we look at this chart overall, right, all it's been doing is going up, and I've talked about the potential this has moving forward throughout the year. Now, this is in the Clean Energy Fuels Corporation sector, right? I mean, the name literally says it all. A lot of people focus on fuel cell. A lot of people focus on Blink, right? A lot of people focus on Plug Power and SEB, right? All these different ones that are, making these runs. But sometimes we're overlooking others that are running as well, where there's so much more room, right, beyond this upward trend for a stock that's such a small market cap, right? Only $2 billion, and it's already at $12 and some change. And as this company continues to grow, the stock will continue to grow, as well as their profit margins, right? They finally became profitable in 2019, and for 2020, they've had some struggling, okay? I'm not going to lie, but there is potential going into 2021 to receive some funding and so forth. And also, as this becomes more of a norm and their innovation starts to be used as a regular type of system and way of using energy overall. So CLNE, you definitely want to have on your watch list. There's so much potential moving forward. Obviously, the volatility of the market will always exist, but when you look at this chart, it just keeps on pushing up to newer levels, and I can only imagine this continuing into the year and probably even the next coming years. So do your due diligence, do your research. I just wanted to touch base on this again. I look forward to seeing anyone's comments that has already watched the previous videos. And did you take a position? Did you do some research? And what did you find? And what's your understanding from what you found? So I look forward to hearing that from you guys. And for any first-time viewers and investors, how do you feel about this chart and this company overall? Thank you guys always for watching. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position on any stocks that we talk about here. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on information and opportunities that the market is showing, and you guys have to do your own due diligence and research to make your own rational decisions as investors. So thank you once again, and let's make some money.